Like, you know, when that MSI Beat It Cup was on, he just messaged me randomly. He's like, "Are you actually playing with this team, or am I getting trolled?" And I was like, "No, I'm just playing for fun. It's true." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Huh." So I think he might have a bunch of people on Steam or something.
The only problem with that site is that they don't have any like filter on what they have on their site. Like, they actually think we give a fuck if like the third best team in the Republic of Serbia changes a player. Like, nobody gives a fuck about that. Like, they're actually just wasting my time even putting that headline up, because it's like a waste of my life to read it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny the random news they have.
It was best when they had that. Well, I mean, we're on stream, so I won't say who it is, but you know the journalist they recently had, where as a result of what country he came from, every single player who ever did anything, like if someone in Brazil in the seventh best team fucking dropped a piece of bubblegum on the floor, then it was like on that website with like an interview and stuff. And you were like, I don't know any of these people, dude.
Yeah, I never ever looked at those interviews, man. I just ignored it.
Nice, Paulie's gonna listen to our stream. We're gonna get that celebrity status. How many on the server? 'Cause I'm on now, but I can't see.
It's like 9. Here, let me go get some water. I'll be right back.
By the way, Jacobson, did you actually answer whether we're going to do that Teg versus Navi game? Because I need to add it to the thread. Okay, well, on the off chance anyone's listening, I'm Thorin. I'm going to be co-casting with Semphis, regular season MVP of ESCA Invite. Which isn't really that big shit, but it's okay, I guess. Probably rigged how he got it. In fact, how was he the regular season MVP? I guess he probably tried the hardest. Watched the most demos of everyone, so probably deserves it. And we're going to be doing WinFakt versus Frag Executors from SEC 2011. The only problem with this game, everyone's on the server by the way, the only problem with this game is that, as we suggested yesterday, once the brackets were announced, actually it's going live already, it's only the knife round so I'll keep talking. By the way, what that says there, where it says Grami Powodzenia, that means like have fun, good luck I think in Polish. So when they announced the brackets, like no one actually knew yesterday, well, except people at the event I assume. And because SK lost and they have to play Navi, it actually means that, ridiculous as it sounds, it would be better for both of the teams in this match to try and lose the match, because then they would get on the easiest side of the bracket. Whereas if they win the match, then they would actually have to play versus SK or Navi in the semi-final. Which is like a little bit ludicrous that it's even possible that I don't know why you'd set the bracket up like that. It was probably randomly drawn, but that's why I hate randomly drawn brackets, because you would think he'd make it so that the winner of this match would have been on the other side of the bracket anyway. But that means we might end up with a totally bum-ass side of the bracket, because let's imagine WinFakt lose, since they're basically expected to... Okay, it's going to go line in a second. Anyway, let's assume WinFakt were to lose. Then that means we'd have a side of the bracket that would be like WinFakt, M5, eSuba, who else was the... like Fear Factory or some shit, which is like... that actually sucks, but whatever. Okay, the game is live. Gigatus goes Red Rock.
Alright, I'm back. Is this live?
Yep, it's live. I was just explaining the fact that it's kind of nonsensical. I mean, we'll wait till this happens first.
So WinFakt dropping a Deeg this round. FX crunching.
Really clean push up as well there by FX. Like, they had no reason to even lose anyone else. Then they got the bomb.
Lord, huge.
Ooh, 2 big kills
mistake.
by Gigatus. But Taz is controlling the lobby. In fact, FX has got a pretty good spot on this if they just don't even peek. Like, there's not actually any reason to, based on where the bomb is. But there's still plenty of time for WinFakt. In fact, there's no reason to even go out like Gigatus just did
Cuban.
there.
Yeah, FX is in a really good spot. Ooh, it's a bit of an unnecessary peek by Taz.
Well, I don't see. That's confusing as to why Cuban would drop like that. I mean, he gets the jump on the guy by doing it, but yeah, he has head height advantage, and the guy has to come through that one spot to get the bomb or open the door.
Yeah, I think if Taz baited Cuban there and just if he just let Cuban shoot, I think that would have been a really easy round for FX. They should not have lost that.
I mean, the funny thing is, they could have actually set up a perfect crossfire there, where first of all they set up so that unless the guy comes through the hut, he can't see them until they see him picking up the bomb. And secondly, Cuba can always just say if they're coming up the ladder anyway. Yeah. I actually thought initially WinFakt made a bad decision by trying to rush out like that, because they had so much time they could have sent one guy all the way around the back.
Looks like FX
Pasha's all the way pushed up,
eco.
but it gets one kill.
It should give WinFakt a 3-0 lead here. Another eco coming up. Less FX.
And this is big because the thing is, because I know like Lurpus has watched a lot of games of FX and over the years, he knows as well as anyone else that like versus FX you can never be safe when, even if you've got a big lead on T side, because they're like the team capable of ripping off like 10 rounds and just like fucking you up. So if you WinFakt, I think to even psychologically feel like you're in the game, you need to get probably like, I reckon at least 6 or 7 rounds as T.
WinFakt using my nade in the back of lobby there.
Pasha is all the way outside on the T roof.
In case you guys don't know, if you're in back of lobby, you can throw
he
a
gets killed
nade
immediately
up into that little window on the right, and it blows up at the end, and you can hear if people are above hut or in the rafters with like the thump sound.
Or about, so you're talking about throwing it?
In that little, like if you're back of lobby and you see that like white crevice, yeah, we're casting it.
Who said that, by the way?
Escares.
Okay. You want to watch it? Apparently not.
Wait, do I want to watch what? The HLTV?
Do you want to watch this game?
Yeah, you can commentate it.
You can hop on here if you want.
I don't want to commentate. I was kind of just laying down watching a movie for the last 2 hours.
Okay. He's on that drug baron shit.
And that's our model of the hour coming in. Alright, so first gun around here by WinFakt. I mean by FX. Looks like they're doing a standard spam strat. I guess Finnish teams are known for, over the years, for just spamming continuously on the roof. And that's one free kill by Gigatus.
And that's Lord raging for sure.
And Nasty's just
Okay,
walking
Lurpus
straight out of the
bunny
hut.
hops inside. Ooh, nice one shot there onto Pasha, actually.
Oh, and this is just not looking good for, AGAiN. I always forget what to call them because they change
This is
their
actually
name so
one of
much.
those scenarios where there's no point for Cuban to actually hang around and spam and let them know where he is. Like, this is where you just hide. Because these guns you're taking away now actually don't matter to WinFakt.
Yeah. I mean, they barely got any guns on Eco rounds, so it's better.
I mean,
for
I
Cuban
guess
to
it
stay
gives
this time.
Cuban money, but... I mean, you have to kill like 4 or 5 people before it's actually worth losing the gun at the end. Oh, he's gonna get... No, he gets killed. See, that's a good... Yeah, whatever. I guess
Yeah,
there's no point complaining about this early.
Another thing is like that spam by Gigatis on the rafters. Lurpus called like one of those strats where they boost 2 people on the rafters and they spam top ladder like the alpha lane, or I don't know what you call like that, you know, where people run across like to go to the hut beam. So Gigatis and someone else spam that, and then 2 guys just walked out of hut because they know they don't have to look at top ladder because no one can be up there without being dead from spams, so they can just walk out looking at the floor, and that's basically what happened. Lure dropped from the bomb box, and they just had the guy Nasty just walk straight out and picked him.
I've actually always thought on this map, FX and their teams over the year were one of the better teams as well at actually like winning like reversal ecos where they should lose.
FX is one of the weirder teams over the years that have always been good at things most teams aren't good at. Like, before maps were even T-sided, I felt like FX was making some of them T-sided, like Train and Nuke. They would actually, like, win big halves, and other teams couldn't seem to do it.
Well, I mean, I always just describe them as like the best terrorist team, probably ever. Because it seems like on every map, they're just so good on terrorist sides, it actually becomes a crutch for them at times, where like they actually will just like fuck around on CT side on certain maps and then expect that they can get like 9 rounds on Train, and sometimes they do, you know.
Yeah, and WinFakt just did a nice, like, 3 mini 2-inner
Nice
strat.
Pasha.
Just getting totally cleaned up by FX. Like, that's the kind of round that if you want to come in and win one round, like, winning it cleanly with 4 or 5 guys, like FX did there with 5 alive, allows them to lose this next round and still be able to buy the following round. And that makes it just so, you know, their money doesn't get screwed nearly as hard.
Plus, that's mildly... Oh, they're going to do the boost again, but they fuck it up because this guy didn't jump. That's one of those rounds that's like mildly demoralizing as well, because if you WinFakt, you've got like pistol, you feel like you're on a roll, you had like a solid gun round before, and then they just like mop you up completely when you try going outside like that.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have a chance and they're shooting you from every angle. Pasha is outside, sneaking all the way around metal stairs. And Nasu is looking towards the... Actually, he's flashing over to that area anyway, so it doesn't really matter at this point because they're expecting someone to be there.
Yeah, I mean, Steel Stairs is probably one of the best, like, mid-round spots to go on Nuke, I feel like.
Ooh, gets the first guy though, and now he retreats down the stairs.
Even if people
This is clever play actually by Pasha. Normally he'd have pushed forward there.
Yeah, even though Lurpus kind of knew that someone might be around there, he was looking in direction. It's like Pasha still has to drop on him just because the angles are so weird in that area.
And Gigatis is actually still on the T roof, even though the FX player's already pushed up through radio, so he could actually get a flank on them if he goes down there.
He could get potentially 2 kills right here. This would be huge.
Pasha is actually lower, spamming.
Gigatis, did he make sound on that blacktop?
I didn't see, but I don't think he was heard. Oh, they've killed Nasu anyway, so it probably doesn't matter now. I wonder why Gigatis is taking so long inside. Oh!
Now, Gigatis is in a perfect spot to win this round. As long as he doesn't get blind. Oh.
He's gonna get this if he just keeps on it.
Yeah, he's just gonna run out. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that has to be close there.
I feel like Gigatis was like a really good pickup for WinFakt. Like, even though they didn't do as well as they probably hoped in China, I felt Gigatis was playing really well, and the more confidence he gets, the better it's going to be for this team. Just because Plaste was kind of like that. He wasn't like a crutch on their team, but he was not putting up the numbers they needed him to, and Gigatis is definitely doing more.
Okay, fast rush on upper here. Just they hold after they put the flashes in.
Just at a squeaky control type strat, nade mini, Wait for push.